The yellow one you see, that is the soul, Atma we call it. Above that there are two coverings. Grass covering is everybody knows, Panchamahabhut, earth, water, fire, air, ether, the flesh and bones, everything. But inside that there is the Man, Buddhi, Ahankar, mind, intelligence and ego, which is actually covering over the soul, which is shown in dotted. You know what happens at the time of death? The soul covered by Man, Buddhi, Ahankar comes out, and Man has all the desires and he gets another body. Like you see here, the soul has passed away, people are crying. The body is now just like a machine only. Actually, our body is nothing but a CNC machine. See, it's like our body is also like a computer only. Only thing is, see, in a computer there is CPU. Similarly, we have a brain, correct, in our body. In a computer, we have software and everything. We also have a hard disk to store all our memory and mind, isn't it? Similarly, we have a gross body, we have a computer. But in a computer, there is an operator. Similarly, in the body, there is an operator. Who is the operator? The soul. That is explained here. See here, the soul is coming out of the body. And the body is still there. Okay. So, this I told you. This third question. What is life? What is death? There is no clear-cut definition in science. In science, they say what they say here. See? This I have repeated from Dawkins, what he said. I showed you earlier. That's what he says life came about. And then death, what he says? Death means, somehow the body goes on and on at a certain point of time. The body is worn out, finished, and you die. That's all. There's nothing beyond it. Whereas here you find the Vedic worldview that when soul enters a bodily machine, then the body is said to be living. When the soul leaves, just like for example, I sit in the Luna is having life now. It's moving. Like I put my gloves in my hand. When the gloves is appearing to having life, is it having life? Gloves doesn't have life, but my hands are giving it life. When I take off my hand, the gloves will fall. Similarly, the body also is termed dead when the soul leaves the body. See, this is a true story. In Sri Lanka, there was one Dr. Kovur who was a top-notch atheist who ran a society called Rationalist Association. So when ISKCON devotees went there to Lanka and started a center, he ridiculed ISKCON devotees and published in the paper saying that there is no soul, there is no God, these people are making a big fuss about it and all that. So in ISKCON we had one scientist, Hamsadutta Prabhu, who gave him a challenge in Sunday Times. Sir, if you say living forms came from chemicals, ISKCON is ready to give you $60,000. In newspaper he advertised. We will give you $60,000. We are coming to Ramakrishna Mission Hall on Sunday evening 6 o'clock. In front of all of us, take the chemicals and $60,000 is a gift for you. Take it and produce one mosquito and show us. And that fellow did not turn up for the meeting, although thousands of people gathered to watch the miracle. That fellow didn't come over. Instead, what he said, no. If you say God produced everything, tell God to come and produce some living forms and show me. Let God show, then I will show. Like that he said. Then our sannyasi, he wrote to him, you are asking God to show, you fool. God has already shown the miracle. There are millions and millions of creatures wandering here and there. God has already shown his magic. Now you show your magic, he said. And that fellow couldn't do it. So ISKCON gave an open challenge for people, any scientist who can produce even one mosquito from a chemical. We cannot produce one grain. We cannot produce one drop of blood. We cannot create one mosquito. Even the cloning is done from living forms. Remember that. You have to take female, male living body, and you can take the nucleus from a female body, from male body, and put it in female, and then make a surrogate mother. So, therefore, you will find. So, see, here is the Biology Today magazine. What it says. This Georgi, very famous scientist, he said that in my search for secret of life, what this fellow did? He did a very interesting thing. He wanted to create semen. He said, I don't want to make living forms. I'll make semen. And he studied the semen very carefully, chemical composition of the semen and everything. Exactly, he made a imitation semen using chemicals. And he said, we will impregnate this artificial semen into the wombs and create life. And they tried their best. Although this artificial semen looked like real semen, just like you make many things imitation. But this is what he said after that. In my search for secret of life, I ended up with atoms and electrons which have no life at all. Somewhere along the line, life ran out through my fingers, he says. So therefore, there is no evidence of producing life. See here, one scientist is asking Prabhupada, Swamiji, I think this body is just a complex machine which gets worn out and crashes. Why should we bother about soul powering the body? Prabhupada answered, do you think your car or computer can grow? Do you have a male and female car that can unite and produce a baby car? So two things is telling difference between a living body and a dead body. Dead matter cannot reproduce, dead matter cannot grow. But here you find a living body undergoes 6 changes. See, these are the differences, major differences between a living body and a machine robot. These are 6 changes. I have shown that 6 changes here. See, birth, growth, maintenance, production of byproducts, dwindling and death. This happens in a living body, which does not happen in matter. Matter undergoes only one change, which is depreciation. That's all. Another thing living bodies can do is to, like you cannot make a desktop computer and a laptop computer to unite and make a palm top computer. You can't do that. Whereas living bodies can unite and produce babies. You can see that. And living bodies, I told you, have thinking, feeling, willing, etc. So Krishna says, you are not the body, you are the spirit soul. Here is you can go to Google search and search for Ian Stevenson. He has investigated over 2000 cases of people remembering their reincarnation. Mind you, reincarnation means what? You had one previous body, you have your current body. There is an intersecting element between the two. Why? This fellow is remembering this fellow's everything. Some 30-40 items. They are able to remember. That means in this body there is something which was present in the previous body. There is an intersecting element. And the intersecting element is the soul, Atma. For example, say I was in this house. After 5 years I left this house and went to another house. I can tell you all details about the house. We have 2 fans here. We have 1 room inside. Everything I can say. Similarly, those who have been in one body went to another body and they recapitulated about the previous body. There are 2000 such cases he analyzed. And he published his doctorate thesis on that. This is one Shukla's case. I am not going to go into that, but there are many evidences like this you all may be knowing. Another, thrilling evidence he made. You see, these children are twins. What he is saying, all of you know something about genetic material. See, the same egg splits into 2, and then it becomes 2 children in a mother's womb. That means the children have the same look, you will see, because the genes are same. But Einstein says that they have 2 different temperaments. How many of you have had friends who are twins? Any of you here? You had twin friends? Okay. So did you clearly observe that they have 2 different natures? Yes. So he says, he goes on to say, although the genes are same, they have different natures because there are 2 different souls in 2 different bodies. That's the proof he has given, Einstein.